It's a great pleasure to welcome you to France.
White Crow's a dramatic account of how the young ballet dancer Rudolf Nureyev defected from the USSR to the West in 1961.
Rudolf Nureyev, we were wondering if you were allowed to speak to us.
We're told not to speak to foreigners, not to go out with them. Socialists only.
Director Ralph Fiennes also plays the dancer's tutor.
Вы знали о том, что он задумал?
Нет.
И вы утверждаете, что он ни разу не заговорил с вами о побеге?
Эта тема никогда не возникала.
Он что, об этом никогда не говорил?
Никогда.
Это выпад против Советского Союза.
Да нет. Все в танце.
I'm drawn to it because of the force of him as a young artist. I don't come to it through a knowledge of ballet. It was his spirit, his ferocious sense of vocation and his hunger to dance, which I found very moving.
They're trying to kidnap me.
Грузия, давай обсудим все.
Keep it calm.
Oleg Ivenko plays Nureyev. He's a dancer who's never acted before. The film appears as relations between Moscow and the West are once again strained.
Never did Rudy say one word against his country, against his government or against the company.
Clearly there are huge political issues now between the UK and Russia. I feel that the cultural links between our countries are very, very important to maintain, even while we have recognisable serious issues with Russian government policy. I feel that the news reports one aspect, quite rightly too.
Yeah.
But if you go to a country, as you know, you meet face-to-face human beings, their experience, their life, their culture, their passions, and you form a human link.
Okay. I mean, one aspect of the film, I suppose, is how well people can move between countries, which might laboriously bring us round to the Newsnight memorial question on Brexit.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a huge shame that whatever the faults of the EU, we cannot be at the table using our influence to push the EU into something different and more evolved.
You're not going to leave the country, as people sometimes flamboyantly say.
No, I love this country. I'm happy living here. I have loved the idea of being an English citizen within a sense of a greater Europe.
For the sake of democracy.
The James Bond repertory company wouldn't be the same without Ralph Fiennes as Spymaster M.
But then isn't that what M stands for? Moron.
And now we know what C stands for.
Are you filming the new Bond? Are you in it? What can you tell us about it?
I can't tell you much.
Go on.
I know, I honestly can't.
Very few people watch this, Rafe, so
there's as much
me.
security around a Bond production there is in MI6. I don't know the name of the film. I actually have not had access to a screenplay yet. But I do know they intend to film it later this year.
Do they just send you your part and then
no,
it self-destructs?
No, I have been
when you've
gently and I hope affectionately nudging Barbara Broccoli to send me a screenplay, and I'm told it will be coming soon. And I know that Daniel is playing Bond. I really, honestly, am not being coy. I don't know when it starts or what the story is.
Now, what about a black Bond or a female Bond?
I like to see a great black actor inhabit a Bond-like persona, but not necessarily be in the same franchise. I think we could remake the idea of a Bond as a woman or as an actor of any ethnicity in another vehicle.
There's beggary in the love that can be reckoned.
Fiennes recently finished a hit run in Antony and Cleopatra at the National Theatre, which has announced an upcoming casting event for transgender actors.
I think there's a massive spectrum in which we can include all kinds of casting and all kinds of theatre. I think it's great that the National, and quite rightly, are looking at all different options of casting.
Fiennes has spoken out about what he called the slow pressure of political correctness. What did he mean?
I think that there should be artistic freedom and not to feel that I'm bound by social political pressures to make this piece of work to satisfy a certain band of opinion. I think that's not artistically coherent. The director, the actor, the choreographer, the conductor, the sculptor, the painter must be free to show this is what I'm feeling. I don't have to put into my painting or to my opera or to my play or to my novel this particular thing that ticks the box for a certain band of opinion, whether it's left or right.
I don't know how much you're in touch with your cousin, Sir Ralph Fiennes. Did you see him say in the paper the other week that when he stays in London, he sleeps in his Mondeo?
Yes.
To save hotel. Now, do you think, you know, you've got a few bob in the Fiennes clan. Shouldn't you have a whip round so he could stay at the Dorchester?
I don't think he would want to. I think
You don't think?
I don't think he thinks. I think it's. I can't speak for Ranulph. I think he thinks it's a waste of money. And he can get a good night's sleep in his Ford Mondeo. Why waste £300, £500 on an expensive hotel?
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter.
As Voldemort in the Harry Potter films, Fiennes has given sleepless nights to a generation of children and kidults. There can't be any more, I gather, because you've done all the books,
Well,
haven't
there
you?
were kind of variants, aren't there? Fantastic Beasts and things.
You
aren't
look a
they?
bit concerned, like they might phone you up to do one. Would you like to do more of that?
No, I feel a kind of affection for Voldemort. So I guess if there was a world in which Voldemort came back, I'd be very possessive about being wanting to reprise that.